right. Happy Saturday. Good day, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today we'll talk about scaling. I want to help you with scaling this Q4 and getting ready for fully scaling this Q4. So if you have any questions when it comes to scaling, Facebook ads, funnels, team building, anything to help you prepare for phenomenal Q4, the best time of the year for e-commerce entrepreneurs, just drop your questions below. I also have some things I wanted to cover from my side. So it will be kind of like hybrid session. So some of it will be answering your questions, but also have some awesome things to share with you. What I see working for us in our business in terms of scaling, in terms of ads. So please drop your questions below so I can answer those. And before we get started, just drop one in the chat. If you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay, just drop one in the chat. Samir OSM, Tommy, Madzinati, hey, Ravi R, Hustler Fulltime. What are the names? What are the names? 97 Empathy. Hello. All right. Hello. Shri Anand. Ken Bummer. Hello, guys. Good evening, good morning. Доброго ранку. All right. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, we'll get started. Drop your questions in the chat here so I can answer those for you. And I have something to share with you. So when it comes to scaling, the biggest thing, like I want to kind of like show you some of the paradigm shifts that you need to have in order to scale, and some of the main like mindset shifts that you have to have. So for people that are already, hello Skittish, yeah guys, please drop your questions. This is specifically scaling Q&A question answer live, by the way. For those of you, this is live. This is September 6th 2025, 1:20 p.m. here in beautiful Miami. And yeah, I mean, it's live. Okay, so when it comes to scaling, one of the biggest things that people have issues with, right? So let me just type it here, scaling, right? So by scaling, I mean increasing the sales in your business, right? So let's say if you're doing $1,000 a day, scaling that to $10,000 a day. If you're doing $10,000 a day, getting that to $30,000, $50,000 a day in sales. If you're at like $50,000 a day, getting that to $100,000 a day. So there's only a few things that are important when it comes to scaling, and most people just completely misunderstand these. They focus on completely wrong things, and that's why they're not able to scale. So when it comes to scale, number one thing that you want to have is your infrastructure. And what I mean by infrastructure is that it's easy to do $1,000 a day, right? Like anyone can do like $1,000 a day. But if you want to do like $10,000 a day, it will be harder. Like you have, I misspelled it, infrastructure. Anyway, still learning how to spell. So let's say you want to scale ads, right? And like, let's say you have something that's working on like $1,000 a day and you want to take it to $10,000 a day. When that happens, like what a lot of people do, they just like increase the budgets. Decrease the budget. They're trying to spend more money on the same ads that got them to $1,000 a day, But the problem is those ads might be able to handle like lower budgets. But as you start exposing these ads to more people, your ROAS goes to shit, right? That's what happens like every single time. Like let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced that before, where you're trying to increase the budget and then your ROAS just like dips, right? Maybe you were profitable at this level, like $1,000 a day, maybe a few $1,000, and then you're trying to get to $10,000 a day. Your profitability drops. And so the reason this is happening is because you don't have the right infrastructure to support higher budgets. And what I mean by infrastructure, it's ads, infrastructure, it's funnel, infrastructure is your backend. Literally three things. If you have these three things dialed in, if you have these three systems dialed in your business, then it will be no problem for you to scale to double, triple, quadruple your sales. So when it comes to ads, it's creatives. Like it's literally as simple as that. It's creatives. And when it comes to the creatives, the biggest thing is usually why ads don't scale is because the ads that you might have right now, they might be going for product aware audience, right? Maybe you have ads like, let me just maybe show you some examples here as well. Maybe you have some ads. I have to log in here. Maybe you have some ads that are going after the audience that's already aware of your product, and you're like 50% off. And people are buying the product because they're already like, maybe they have seen your product. But as you start exposing these ads to more and more people, I'll show you some examples of that, then your ads basically dip, right? Oh, so for example, right, let me show you some good ads and bad ads here, right? So collar that never goes out of style. The fuck is that? So collar that never goes out of style. So this is like, I mean, not a lot of education in this ad, right? You can see it's also like not performing as well. This is great for like bottom of the funnel, for people that have seen the product, they know exactly what the product does, they know the quality. So now you're just showing them different colors of the product so people can make decision if that's the right product for you. This one on the other side, also like launched yesterday. This one is a lot better for top of the funnel because you have a work life, a social life, and a bag that's failing both. The city set keeps you organized and on brand. Okay, now, so there's some actual like benefits of the product that are displayed here, even though just the image ads, right? Like images, like you can do well with images, but usually, and you can see majority of ads for this brand are images. They're launching actually quite a lot of ads. Majority of them are images. And so some of them, you can see they have just like a lot more selling power. So if your ads cannot scale, it's because they don't have enough selling power. Like for example, this one, not your average nurse back, not your average nurse, right? Okay, so this is specifically for nurses, for the market. Not your average nurse back. Okay, so there is some kind of like value add or unique selling proposition of the product. And there is a picture of the product, person holding the product. This one has a bit more like selling power. The no stress travel bag you didn't know you needed, right? This one is also pretty good. There's a value add here. But if you say, let's say, if you look at this ad, don't let your tote tire you before the fun starts. The fuck is that? Like, this one kind of like doesn't have as much selling power. From coffee breaks to work mode, one bag fits all. Very good. By the way, for those of you guys want to sell some products, I think it would be like some good idea here. This brand is crushing it. Like 1,000, 1,400, like 1,400 active ads. They're launching about 2,000 ads per month. It's pretty decent. mostly images, right? Which makes it easier to sell. I think these products, if you wanted to source, you can find them on AliExpress. I personally don't like fashion and accessories niche, but if you want to go after something like that, could be a great idea for the product to sell. Let's hide this brand. Let me show you some more examples. Free storage back offer ends today. I don't fucking know what this product is, right? So if that's the first thing that I'm seeing, I'm seeing this ad here, and I don't know what the actual offer is, I'm not buying this product. I don't care about the free storage back offer if I don't even know what this product does, right? So that's the problem with most people's ads, is that they're just going this like very bottom of the funnel for very like aware people. And that's why these ads, once you start increasing the budget on them, they cannot hold the spend, right? You need a combination of both. These you can have, but that's mostly kind of like retargeting ads, something for top of the funnel. You need ads that crack top of the funnel, that educate people about your product and give them more information about your product for them to make a purchasing decision. And that's how you scale on the ad side. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know. We have so many questions here. So yeah, I'll switch to some questions here. Let me know if that makes sense when it comes to ads. You need ads that have high selling power so that you can go after top of the funnel, the ads that have high selling power to convert someone who's never seen your ad before, never seen your brand before. They have no idea what you're selling, what you're doing. They don't know your brand name. They don't care. And you need to grab their attention, educate them on your product and how it can solve the pain point in their life, and then get them to buy. And only certain formats of ads can do that. Okay, let me answer this question from Wonky. When doing product research, would you only sell existing products with validated volume? Would you consider selling products that solve the same problem, but the actual product is not validated? That is a great question. You can absolutely sell existing products as long as market has been validated. Like maybe the design is different, or maybe it looks different, or maybe it functions a little bit different, but it serves a big market with a proven pain point. So if you go after that, then you can be the first one selling the product in the market. It can also flop, right? Maybe it's like, maybe people just don't understand the design, or maybe like it's too new for people. People don't understand it, and it can flop. But if it actually works, then you might have a temporary competitive advantage, because not everyone in the market is selling the product. So you'll be the first. You can move very fast. You can scale very fast, and that can be your temporary competitive advantage. Edit is asking, what do you think about giveaway every month? Customers who leave review with photo, video, join giveaway. I think it's a great format. If you can do that, for sure. You can do, like, the bigger the price, usually the bigger the incentive, the more people will be incentivized to participate. Like, think about the lottery. I was just going on a highway, and there's this big billboard, and it says, like, one of the lotteries here in Florida, it's like 1.2, I think 1.2 or 1.3 billion dollars. Like, that shit, I'm thinking myself, maybe I should buy a fucking lottery ticket. That shit is legit. Like 1.2 billion. Okay, like you pay half of it to the government, but I mean, still you have like what, 500-600 million dollars left. That is a good chunk of money. So incentive, and when they have like, okay, they have like, 50 million, 80 million, it's still a lot of money, but it's not as massive. It's not as huge as, let's say, when it's like 1 billion. So the bigger the incentive for your giveaway, the more people will be incentivized to participate. Give them like a trip to fucking Maldives, or give them like some trip, or give them some like bunch of different products that have high perceived value. So if the giveaway value is like, let's say $10,000, and they can participate in that giveaway by just doing a photo or video, so it's very low effort from them relatively to the potential outcome that they can achieve. So the bigger that gap is, the better your perceived value of the offer is, and the better that giveaway will work. Added, great question here. HHH. Hey there, Alex. I had 5 to 7 day delivery time on a website in the USA. Now I have it as 15 to 20 days, but my product is super rare. How much would my sales drop due to the 15-day delivery time? If the product is super rare, people will fucking wait. Like, I was waiting for my iMac. I bought this like iMac on Apple website, and I really needed like computer. I really needed iMac, and they shipped that product from China. Like, it took like a month to get it, but because I really wanted the product, I was waiting no problem, and I got the product. I'm happy. So it all depends on the perceived value of your product and how easy it is to get that product elsewhere. So you can absolutely do very well even if you have longer shipping times. And if you're transparent with your customers, then that should be no problem at all. Shri, is it possible to create eCom website for ClickBank products? I mean, sure. Do it, go for it. I don't know the logistics of ClickBank. I don't promote anything on ClickBank. But yeah, absolutely. As long as the offer owner allows it, go for it. Okay, so how to know when you like hit top for scaling when it's hard to scale more? That's a great question from Edit. Usually, I mean, those limitations that you think are self-imposed. Like, oh, this is actually a good one. This is actually a good question. Oh, let me break it down, right? This is what I see all the time in the market, right? People hit like 10K a day, 100K a day. Like, usually it's 100K a day is usually like a kind of good point, because 100K a day, if you do it consistently, that's like 3 million months. That's like 36 million a year. If you feel like you hit that limit, and let's say all of your creative systems are dialed in, your funnels are dialed in, so it converts very well, you have dialed in backend, then it could be a legitimate concern. In that case, what you have to do is you have to do the platform diversification. So for example, I don't know what numbers you're doing, Edit, but most of the time, people do like $10,000 a day and they think the product is saturated or they hit the ceiling. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Like 10,000, like what is that? $10,000 a day. That's like what? 300K a month. 300K a month. And if you do 300K a month, let's say you're selling a product for $50. That means you generated 6,000 orders on a given month. If you generated 6,000 orders, depending on which market you sell, if you're selling to US market and you're selling in one of the bigger niches, like let's say you're selling health, you're selling beauty products, or you're selling pets, all of these markets have millions of potential consumers. And let's say you're selling only 6,000 products per month. So you have 6,000 orders per month, which means it's like 0.00% of that market, which means like you're just like scratching the surface. Like, and oftentimes people think this is it. They hit the ceiling. You didn't hit the ceiling. You just don't have the right systems here to push to higher numbers. Maybe you're just like not testing enough ads. You don't have enough good of creatives. Maybe your funnels are not dialed in, so you're not as profitable from every customer that you get. Maybe you get like 2% conversion rate, and with some optimizations, you can get it to 3%, which means you will be more profitable from every sale, which means you can spend more money on ads, which means you can scale your business. Maybe you have good ads and good funnel, but then your backend, your email, your upsell sequences, your other SKUs that you're upselling to customers are not there, then it will be hard for you to scale. Like in our business, we're generating about 30% of the revenue from the backend. What would happen if we didn't have that? Like email backend, like email SMS, like other products that we are selling. What would happen to our business if we didn't have that? We would be stuck. We wouldn't be able to scale, because that 30%, that's literally like the whole profit of the business, right? So you need to have all of these elements dialed in. And only if you have dialed all of them in and they're not working for you, then you can say, okay, I hit this ceiling, the scaling ceiling, right? Like that's it. I can't push it anymore. But even if that happens, that's no problem, because let's say you got it to like 3 million a month on Facebook, which is like health and beauty products, like pet products, very, very doable, right? So 3 million a month here. If you hit it here, 3 million a month on Facebook, and you kind of like hit that ceiling, everything here is dialed in. All you have to do is you have to open another top of the funnel channel. You need to have, let's say, native ads that have big scale. You can do YouTube ads. You can do a plugin that also has decent scale. You can do Google Display Network. Like there's a bunch of other channels that you can open up if you feel like you have hit that ceiling, right? But like, I mean, most people won't tell you. Most people on fucking YouTube won't tell you this shit because they've never done it, right? They got their business like $10,000 a day. It's like, oh, it's like $10,000 a day is a lot of money. $10,000 a day, it's like it's peanuts. Like once you understand the game, like once you like in e-commerce for some time, like $10,000 a day is kind of like very low volume. So, but all of these you can open up if you have got dialed in your Facebook stuff, if you have dialed in your creatives, you've dialed in your funnel, dialed in your backend. All of these are opening up like millions of dollars a month if you have the right people on the team, if you work if you have the right person in charge of it on your team, or maybe if you do that yourself. Whoever does it, all of these can do like millions of dollars per month in sales. Now, we didn't even talk about Amazon, which, like, by the way, if you're doing like 200, 300K a month and you don't have Amazon as kind of like supplementary channel for your business, you're missing out on big, big, big profit, like massive. Because let's say if you do $300,000 a day, on a month, so let's say 300K a month on Shopify, and you add Amazon to it, and you don't even advertise on Amazon, Amazon will do like between $20,000 and $90,000, depending how good your listing is on Amazon, $1,000 a month in extra sales, with like 60% profit margins. 50-60% profit margins. Imagine like extra between like $10,000 and $45,000 in pure profit that you could be making even if you do like only like 300K a month. So this is the power of like stacking all of these channels. But in order to stack them, at least like you have to get at least one channel right. And I would recommend for most people to get their Facebook ads right, because it has the scale. Like you can scale to different countries, you can scale to different demographics. Like you can test so many types of ads. Like this is like all of this is a piece of cake once you have dialed in at least one channel. So edit, let me know if that makes sense. Edit, my man. Young GB. Hey, Alex, I'm still saving up to join BBA while doing organic. What else do you recommend me to do before I join while doing this? Just do the most you can with your organic stuff. Learn the most skills, because then, yeah, we can just help you scale faster with the skills that you have. Just accumulate the skills. Like the first stage in a business is not like people think like, you start a business and it's like your objective is to make money. 100% your objective is to make money, but your first objective, even more important than making money, is to accumulate the skills that will help you to make money. Like this is what's even more important, because if you have the skills, you can make money anytime, anywhere, right? So skills of content creation, skills of copywriting, skills of like learning about, different products and understanding the markets, skills of just understanding the content structure and content distribution, what kind of content works right now. So if you have those skills, then like you join BBA, and we'll just help you to blow this shit up very, very fast. Raviar, how often do you go to the gym, brother? Your arm has gotten massive. Thank you, my man. I'm working out 4 times a week. So I'm working out 4 times a week in the gym, weights, and then I also have my MMA sessions. So kind of want to be like well-rounded, have some MMA skills. Just remembering, all the skills I've learned back in Ukraine. Thank you, my man. All right. My YouTube. Hey, Alex, can creative affect site conversion? I have very good advertising performance, CTR, CPC, but very low conversion rate. I've already tried all the options for improving the product page. Yes, I would love to see your ads, my YouTube. So what could happen? I think I shared it one of the previous lives as well. What can happen is, like, usually why ads don't work is because, number one, there could be not enough of a gap, right, that you're creating in your ads. The easiest example I can show this is, like, for example, if you look at before and after images, right? So there's a gap, right? So this is before, this is after, kind of like where the person is before, where they're after, right? And what is the transformation that the product that you're selling is giving them. So like, for example, here, the person has hair on their lip, or here, facial hair, boom, has no facial hair. Person has something with their chin, I don't know, double chin, triple chin, or hair. Well, actually, she has hair. I think she has hair. Let me see. Let's figure it out. She has hair or no? Yeah, she has actual hair here. So she has hair here, boom, no hair, right? Before and after. Kind of like, so that's one of the easiest images to demonstrate that. But VSLs or video ads, they kind of like fulfill the same function, because you kind of like show them like the horrible situation they're in. You explain the story of the person that, maybe been dealing with, some pain or some beauty issues. Let's just break down one of the like good VSLs here. And then throughout using your product, you get them to point B, where they want to be. All right. So, okay. So let's see. Okay. So, okay. So why surgery fails so often, right? So this is like, imagine who would watch this ad. Like, why surgery fails so often? Like, this is for a person who's concerned about surgery, or who maybe had a surgery. I would have. I don't think this is good. This actually, and then, yeah. Let me see. Okay. Okay. This is the fastest way to fix neck pain at home, right? So what does it do? There's a gap, right? Neck pain as a starting point. End point, no neck pain, right? So usually, like, if ads don't perform or they don't convert, is because they're not giving people enough of this like transformation, and like understanding that the product can give them that transformation. So that's what I would look at with your ad specifically, and see if they build enough of that gap. Number two, it could be that the types of the ads, usually, like, let's say if you're doing some kind of ads, and then your competitors are doing exact same type of ads, and maybe you have the competitor that's like just outperforming you and pushing you out of the auction. They also have the same types of ads, which means you would have to innovate and introduce some new types of ads that your direct competitor doesn't have, so that when people see your ads and then they see your competitors' ads, they can clearly see why your ads are better, right? Think about this way, right? So this is a pool, right? And this pool is called Facebook, right? This is like all of the This is like all of the people, all of the impressions, all of the potential purchasers that we can target, right? You can target them, I can target them, like, and there's like 10 million fucking Facebook advertisers that are going after the same pool, right? So let's say you are in this one part of this market that's like into, let's say, pain relief. So in that particular market, you have, let's say, I don't know, let's say 1,000 people that are trying to compete for that same market. Now, the question is, how is your ads? How is kind of like how you communicating the value of your product and unique mechanism of your product different from 9,999 other advertisers? That is a question, right? That's why for me, you know, when I'm looking at the inspiration, like we're selling products in the beauty niche, but I like to look at the examples of other products, not just from our direct competitors in the beauty niche, but I like to look at Pat's niche. I like to look at health niche. I like to look even like some of the apparel ads and see how we can, you know, borrow some of the concepts, some of the ideas to make our ads differentiated from them. My YouTube, please let me know if that makes sense. Nothing works. Okay, you said nothing works, run out of ideas. Think maybe probably I need to change the product. My man, please hit me up on Instagram. Like sometimes, you know, I saved so many people from like, oh, I want to give up on this product and I want to do something else and I want to sell something else. But oftentimes, you know, it just requires like maybe like a different way to look at it. Maybe like if you're not using advertorials or you're not using VSLs or you're not using some, you know, funnels with better economics, that's what you know, stops you from scaling. So yeah, just hit me up on Instagram, guys. By the way, if you have any specific questions, hit me up on Instagram. Would love to help you there. And next question here: how much money does one need to have to go into ecom, especially if they already have a solid direct response foundation? I love this question. I mean, 5-10 G's, like realistically 5-10 G's. Like that's a good starting point, especially if you have the experience. You'll do everything by yourself, I assume, like building funnels, probably making ads as well, or maybe you have some video editors that can help you with that. $5,000 to $10,000. Shavim Macht. How do you test new creatives? Are you putting all the new creatives in a broad ad set without any interest? Are you using the same interest that worked for other creatives? Yeah, same interest. Like we basically, once we find like several interests that work, those are the interests that we're using for all of the new creatives. Live countdown on Google for a few days before opening the store, not showing what the product, only hint what it can be. Person who leave email get 10%. Like you can try it. Like, I don't know if that's what you're planning to do, kind of like do pre-launch for your product. I mean, you can try to do it, but I mean, unless you hype it up on the ad side, so when people come to the page, they're already like excited and they know exactly what the product is. But other than that, it's like what I'm fucking signing up for. Like, I don't know what I'm signing up for, like 10% of what. Right? So you have to pre-sell it, and people don't need to know exactly what they're signing up for. Hi, Alex. I love your video, I guess. Nate, I want to ask about how you figure out what upsells to do. I'm trying to do that with one product. I'm hitting 1 to 2K days, but scaling, only spending like $480 on ads. Good stuff. All right. So, Nate, one of the best things that I've found that you can do is like find your direct competitors that are doing numbers. If you have any direct competitors, like for example, if I was like in this neck, if I was in this neck pain niche, I would go to this website. I would go to this page. I would go through all of these pages. I would add product to the cart, and then I would make a purchase, and I would see what kind of upsells these people are doing and what kind of products they're upselling. You can see they're scaling up. Not massive numbers yet, but they're launching a good amount of ads every month, like 600, 800 ads. And I would just reverse engineer their funnels. Maybe it will be necessary for you to add some other products. Maybe you just drop ship them to your store. This way, you can maximize your average order value, right? So I would look at other successful funnels. I have some swipe files actually, guys. If you want swipe file, just DM me swipe file on Instagram. I have like literally, or maybe I also do like YouTube video for you, kind of like breaking down specific funnels, like, step by step, all of the upsell sequences, what they sell, why they sell it, to give you like more ideas. But usually one of the best ways to do is just to funnel hack your direct competitor, go through all of their upsell sequences and see exactly what they're upselling. And I personally like to funnel hack people that are running funnels, right? So let's say if I filter here on Get Hooked, like all of the VSLs, which, kind of like longer ads, and I would look at, let's say, so this brand I looked into, I want to find some brands that are using like advertorials, ideally, right? Or VSLs, kind of like this good direct response stuff, right? This brand here, Sinocell. So they're testing good amount of ads. They have the VSL here. So they're definitely high direct response stuff people. So I would just go through this. I would buy their product, and I would go through all of the upsell sequences to see what kind of products they're upselling, right? So, not a lot of traffic, but could be something worthwhile to look. I mean, there's always like, if you want to go through like and check some of the, some of the biggest like scale brands that are like, let's say, let me do this, right? So brand active ads, more than 500. All right, so all of these are printing, right? So they have over like 500 active ads. And these are the brands. Oh, the years of sciatica pain. Just driving traffic to the product page. Interesting. This one is very good example, right? If you go through this funnel, for instance, you would see, like, you make a purchase, you'd see all of their post-purchase sequences. You'd see all of their post-purchase upsells, and that's what I would model as a starting point and then improve from there. Like, what you want to have with your first OTO, which is the first upsell, is like 20% take rate. This should be the benchmark. And ideally, you would have the AOV contribution from that first upsell, which means additional revenue from every customer that goes through that funnel, through that upsell, at about $15, $20 at least. Which means if you're selling $60 product, then your average order value after the first upsell would be like $75, $80, which makes it a lot more profitable for you. And you can spend more money on ads, and you can scale, and you can push your competition out because they're not as profitable from every customer that they're acquiring. Nate, let me know if that makes sense. Bob Siren, is the process you find a product like supplements, set up brand store creatives and brands present. First, people won't get in brand version, but once you validate, they get brand version. I'm trying to understand the question. Yeah, I mean, you can start selling private label products, no problem. And then once you get momentum, then you can improve the packaging, you can improve the product quality, you can improve many things about the product. The biggest thing in business overall is validation. If you see that something is selling, like if you see something that's something is selling, then you can improve the branding, you can improve the packaging, because now you know that that's something that's worth pursuing. So you can start with private label supplement You can have, you can use platform like Supplyful. They have great selection of different products. You can start selling like right away, and then from there validate it and move to your own custom product and custom branding. I've already spent more than $3,000 testing different angles and offers for my product in a month, and I'm still selling at zero or a small loss. Should I continue to fight or change the product and offer? Offer, yes. Product, again, if the market is big enough, if you know for sure like there's like millions of people that can potentially buy your product and you have competitors that are crushing it, change the offer. Experiment with offers. Like, don't give up. But if it's just like a random product you found, somewhere on the page like 325 of AliExpress, then yes, like maybe the product simply doesn't have enough of potential audience that could buy it. But if you have a validated market, then just change the offer, change the ads, improve your funnel, and you should be able to crack it. In regards to eCom platforms and funnel platforms, have you heard of Groove CM? What are your thoughts on that? No, haven't heard. Like, we're using Funnelish, Checkout Champ, Shopify. That's it. Like, so that's all we use. If a particular meta interest worked well, but now it doesn't, what if I advertise a post which shows reviews of the product? Would that work? Thanks for the answers. I mean, mostly we're just going broad. Like, we don't have any targeting like interest whatsoever. So if you have good product market fit, your conversion is good, and you already have some data on the pixel, just go broad. Like, and then if broad doesn't work for you, it's not about the audience, right? It's not about the specific interest that you target. It's more about your ads, your funnel, your product market fit, right? Those are three things. So go broad, and then figure out like what market is looking for in terms of your ads, in terms of your funnel, and adjust those elements. What supplement categories would you recommend creating a new product in based on the demand you see today in 2025? This is a great question. Let me see if I can show you this. I'm trying to log in here. So personally, what I'm seeing is, okay. All right. Okay. Product categories. Boom. Can you see my screen? If you guys should be able to see my screen. There is a software called Exploding Topics. And it costs like, I don't know, costs like a few bucks, like maybe $10, $20. So here, what you can do is you can see different like trends that are occurring right now. Like, for example, hyaluronic acid suppositories, right? A laptop for AI. So these are luggage cup. Let me see. Luggage cup holder, right? Blowing up. Not a lot of search volume though. And so here, what you can do is like beauty, for example, right? Let me see if they have supplements. You can see the trends for specific categories. You can also sort by the highest volume, right? Ozempic, of course. Sol de Janeiro, this is like big beauty brand. Fragrantica, Clipper, I don't know what that is. Rare Beauty. Like, so you can see there's some specific brands that are getting like a lot of like search volume. Rosemary oil, let's see, blowing up over the last year, 531% increase. Bioderma, Boho Braids, Booksy, Nutrafol, Curls. like there's different trends here. Let me see if they have supplements. Supplements. Okay. Boom. Serotonin supplement. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Let me see. Health and wellness. Okay. Let me see. Database. Health and wellness. Mental health. Vitamin supplements. All right. So now, obviously, this one here, 260 search volume. This is not very exciting. It's like only 260 people a month. Body odor supplement. I love that. Look, that shit is blowing up. It's like you eat the supplement so your body doesn't smell. Like maybe it will replace your deodorant. Creatine gummies. You guys have seen that shit. I mean, if you guys in the United States, you probably have seen like that is blowing up, right? Creatine gummies as a category, like 99x increase in the last 12 months. Oh, wait, it's in the last 5 years. Let's do like 2 years, right? It's shorter because 5 years is like so big. Okay, what do we have? Primal Queen. You guys have seen the ads blowing up. Metabolic patches, very small search volume. Let's do highest volume. Shilajit, 2.2 million people searching for it a month. 16% growth, not a lot. Magnesium glycinate, huge search volume, huge, like 1.5 million people want magnesium in their life. Jeez, give me some of that magnesium, baby. Like, Jesus, look at this. 1.5 million people, 156% growth. Woo! Magnesium in every house. Berberine. The fuck is berberine? I don't even know what that is. Berberine. Berberine here. Berberine here, I think duplicates. Psyllium, another growing one. Nutrafol, it's a specific brand. Moringa powder. Creatine monohydrate. Protein shake. Magnesium, another magnesium glycinate. Like, geez, look at this. Magnesium is like fucking blowing up. Everyone wants to have magnesium, and not just magnesium glycinate, but magnesium citrate. Like so many types of fucking magnesium. Mushroom coffee, like rice, is in that category. Farmer's Dog, the specific brand. It's not particular type of supplement. Magnesium supplement, another one. Jesus, I mean, what I would do? What I would do? I would either sell like NAD supplement or magnesium supplement. Look at this, like massive trend, massive trend. Magnesium oxide, another one. This one is not growing as fast. D-mannose, I don't know what that is. Collagen peptides. This one is a little bit competitive. It's been around for a long time. It's hard to compete in that particular niche, but search volume is there, and you can probably get yourself part of that market. Animal and supplements. I mean, so many fucking ideas. Explodingtopics.com, probably, or just Google like exploding topics. So many product ideas, guys. Don't overthink it. Do not, please. So many ideas for the product you could sell. Ooh, so many questions. Let me just. Oh, guys, I mean, so many great questions. Okay, Janya. Okay, market research. Yeah, I just showed it, my man. Yeah, look at what's selling on Amazon. Look at what's popping on exploding topics, and you'll get like 20 different ideas. Then what we do, and also that will save you a lot of money. Let's say you want to like, okay, you have an idea for the supplement you can sell. No problem. Send an email to your list, create like a mock-up on the website, create a product page where people can buy the product, create a few emails, send it to your list, and see if people are actually buying it. If people are buying it, great, you can launch it. If people are not buying it, don't launch it, right? So you'll save yourself a lot of money this way. Also, you can test with cold ads. create the mockups, buy the product from Supplyful, put your logo on it, buy the product of Amazon, just put your sticker on it, create some ads with it, start selling it. If it sells, great, move into manufacturing and production. If not, just drop it. And so you do that with 5-10 ideas, you'll probably find another like 2-3 banger products, supplements that you can add to your product line. Okay. So Bob Siren, so how do I actually do this where I test very fast, good creatives? I can create VSLs, etc. I have the scripts done. I'm using story blocks for B-roll and 11 labs and captions. Do I need UGC? No, you can fly with VSLs as long as they're good. Like they can absolutely print. Dom builds brands. Have the same name as my partner, Mark builds brands. Dom, did you just copy? Did you just copy Mark's idea? My man, don't copy. Steal. How much capital do you reckon to start a new fresh store? Yeah, like 5-10 G's. Like realistically, I mean, if you're going organic route, like could be like a few $100. But yeah, usually it's like $5,000-$10,000 to properly, like, not to stress out. And it should be like capital is like if you have, let's say, your day job and you do this on the side, like this is a capital that you can just like allocate and learn. Like the first 6 months in business, the objective is not to like make gazillions of dollars. The objective is to learn the skills that will allow you to make a lot of money in the future. Like this should be the objective. And for that, you'll do some tests, you'll do some mistakes, you'll probably fuck up sometimes. And like that will take some money, some capital to do. Can we see some Facebook ad structure for your testing scaling? Yeah, I have literally video in a pipeline for that. It will be on my YouTube next week or the week after max. Okay, golly got jobless. Hey Alex, what's your thoughts on running a static advertorial listicle PDP checkout as a funnel for hair loss offer? Could you hit 1 million a month with this type of setup? Okay, so you have advertorial listicle. Okay, then you have product page, and then you have checkout. Yeah, you can print with this. You can print. I would probably, yeah, you can make it work. I would probably go just like pre-sale page, like advertorial, second pre-sale page, then the order form, and then like 3-4 OTOs, like typical direct response funnel. I would probably go that direction. But yeah, so let me show you like this one here. I was actually looking at this one previously, right? So that's a structure here. So you have the first like advertorial, right? Then from there, you go to the second pre-sale page. Then from there, you go to the order form. And then I haven't been through this funnel, but like once you buy it, you'll probably see like 2, 3, 4 OTOs, upsells that you can put in there to maximize your AOV. This is all very cool, but if I sell just matcha tea, isn't it this a product that solves the problem? Matcha tea, I mean, it solves the fucking problem, like coffee dependency. Like it solves the problem if it has some energy benefits. It solves the problem because, I don't know, maybe it assists in weight loss. Maybe it assists in, I don't know, some gut issues, right? So just do the research on matcha tea. I think there's pretty good like list of benefits that you can position the product with. The only problem with these consumable products is that most likely you won't be profitable front end, and you would have to rely heavily on subscription in order to be profitable, right? So just be aware of that with these lower price products, because matcha tea, I mean, you can't sell that for $100 unless you innovate some crazy way to do it. Usually that product is like what, $20-$30, which means your average order value will be lower, which means you won't probably be as profitable in the front end. And so you'll have to just like get initial momentum, accumulate subscribers, and then months 2, 3, 4, you'll start becoming profitable. Okay. Okay. Hey, Alex, I hear people saying dropshipping won't work in 2025 and sell digital products. Since 2016, 17, 18, probably 2016, 17, there were not a lot of people on like YouTube. People were saying that dropshipping, so people said dropshipping wouldn't work in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Like people will always say that shit. And at the same time, there's a lot of people that are printing with dropshipping and e-commerce, right? So I think it all depends who you listen to. And usually people do that to pitch the other opportunities. I think whichever opportunity, whichever path you choose, you can print, but you have to commit to it, right? So if you want to do dropshipping, just commit to fucking dropshipping. If you want to do social media agency, commit to social media agency. If you want to do AI agents, commit to fucking AI agents. And then you'll have to commit it for an extended period of time, and most likely in a very short term, let's say first like 3-6 months, you won't be seeing like gazillions of dollars. And that's where usually most people drop off, right? Most like weak people, like just like they can't commit. They don't believe it is possible for them. So they just like, oh, e-commerce doesn't work. Let me try digital products. Oh, they try it for a few months. It doesn't work right away. And they drop it. And they switch to something else, and then switch to something else. And then 5 years, 10 years go by, and they haven't built anything because they've been jumping from one opportunity to another without committing to one and just sticking to it. And I have seen in my journey of like, you know, these people that like just like, I know a lot of people that like I personally coached, I personally trained 2020, 2021. Now they're running $100 million a year businesses. And what they did was just fucking sticking to one thing. They had some good years, they had some worse years, but they stuck to it. And now they're running very good, very successful businesses because they just committed to one thing. So whichever one you choose, fucking commit to it. Commit to it for 1 year. Learn everything you can about it. Like learn fucking obsessively. If it's e-commerce, learn everything about e-commerce. Listen to people that have done very well in e-commerce. Listen, consume, fucking obsess about it. That's how you become successful in anything. It's not about even the opportunity. It's about whether you commit to the opportunity. And e-commerce as a market is like multi-trillion-dollar market. Dropshipping as a business model, it's huge. It's huge. Like it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And so people like that just like talk bullshit, you know, they haven't done it themselves. Now they discourage other people from doing it. Those people are fucking poison. So, hey, Alex, please help me review my story. Yes, please hit me up on Instagram. Guys, if I'm not responding on Instagram, please just follow up again, please. What's your opinion on selling digital products like ebooks as the margins are high? I think this is great. Just like if you do it, fucking commit to it. Like the same answer as to the previous person, Bob Siren. Just fucking commit to it. Like digital products, learn from the best people that do fucking digital products. Like find the best fucking people, pay them for advice, like free content, whatever. Like find who's the most successful selling ebooks. Like learn from them, commit to that. Like margins are high for sure, but at the same time, it's like, you know, with e-commerce, you're building long-term value of the business. Like if the business is profitable, you can sell it eventually. I don't know if you can sell like digital, like ebooks business, because it's kind of like goes, you know, in trends. And usually people don't come back to buy more ebooks from you. So e-commerce from that perspective, I love more. Should I keep Advantage Plus audience on when using a particular interest? I have no idea. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Just keep it simple. Like ABOs, CBOs, just keep it simple. It's not about the setup on your ads. It's more about the creatives and their funnels. What beauty competitors and big players do you check? Okay. So there's few good ones. Beauty, I really like Spoiled Child and Il Maquillage. Spoiled Child. Oh, wait, I have to go here. I have too many filters. Yeah, so Spoiled Child. Where is Spoiled Child? Okay. Spoiled Child. Where is Spoiled Child? Oh, boom. There you go. Yeah, Spoiled Child is very good brand. They have great ads. They have just very good funnels as well. So Spoiled Child, you have Il Maquillage, which is also a very good one in terms of the ads. You have Prime. Let me see, Prime Cosmetics, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, Prime. Yeah, Prime Promatics, like 1,769 ads. So this one is very good. And then there's other ones, like for example, if I filter out here by niche beauty, and I did, let's say, over 100 active ads, over 100, then yeah, there's like a bunch of these ones that. Oh, another one is very good is Cure. Let me see, I have to remove the filter probably. Cure skincare, also very good ads. You have, yeah, I mean, these ones are like more than enough. And then from time to time, I would find someone who's not on my list, and I would just find them through the like category filters. That's how I found like a lot of random brands that are just, they just have some interesting like formats and for interesting ads. Yeah, these ones don't have. Let me see. I probably have too many filters. Oh, okay. Mac. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so here, yeah, Chinology. Oh, this one is very good. Chinology. This one is. They have very good ads. Chinology. Right. So yeah, this is a good batch for you to learn from. Okay, what's the fastest way right now in Q4 to test products, and how we can make product validations more predictable every time? That's a great question from Samesh. I mean, the product testing is the same, like nothing changes because it's Q4. The only thing is when you're choosing the products to sell, because it is Q4, gifting is a big angle. A lot of people, like literally, if you look at like Google Trends for gifts, it is blowing up in Q4. So what you want to do is, ideally, when you do your product research, just find products that have gifting angle to it, right? Because that will allow you to like maximize Q4. Like here, right? You can see, for example, like it's not a time yet, right? We're in September here, but then October, November, December, it just blows up, right? So now these are the products that have massive like market awareness, like market naturally is looking for the gifts. And so if you can tap into those products, that will help you to maximize your Q4 if you're if you're in that kind of if you're operating that model where you're constantly testing new products. All right. Berber. Did 700 rev last Q4, 20% profit. Good. Fucked up after spend everything. Right now it's been over 3 months that I'm looking for a job and get back. Cannot find anything. Any suggestions? Barber, please, my man. Yeah, please hit me up. I have big network of entrepreneurs. Like, if you have good skill sets, then can help you to find a job. Can find you some company that you can partner up with in a short term and get your my man back on track. Yeah, so just hit me up on Instagram, Barber. Would love to help you, and send me your details. Also, Bob wants to connect. Maybe you drop your contact information or something, so that we can reach out and help you out. Thank you so much, my man, Samesh. Thank you. I'm an affiliate. Spent $450 on ads, no conversions. If you had to pick one key skill to master first, what would it be? It would be copywriting and understanding the consumer psychology. Like, that's the biggest one. Because that's literally what we're selling. Like, if you think about it, right? Like, so if you think about it this way, right? Like, in e-commerce in general, it's like in any other business, pretty much, right? The service or the product is like a commodity, right? So, for example, if I wanted to source like a skincare cream, there is like 3,000 like skincare creams that I can buy. So that is not like a competitive advantage, right? Like, sourcing the product, like 80,000 like products available. For some reason, things always does Russian for me here. So 80,000 like different products that you could potentially sell. Now the question is, like, what's the difference between like two people like selling this product? One of them could be doing like millions of dollars a month, and another person could be doing like no sales at all. It's a marketing, right? It's a copy, it's the creative. At the end of the day, it's like, how do you communicate the value of the product? And you do that, you learn that by studying the best ads. Like, you studying the best ads, you reverse engineering their scripts, you reverse engineering their product copy, you reverse engineering their advertorials, you reverse engineering their VSLs, and that's how you learn that skill, right? You start seeing the structure, you start seeing, how they craft everything. Like, even like specifically with affiliates, there's a lot of guys that are there's a lot of guys that have like with ClickBank, for instance. Someone asked about ClickBank. Like, so what is ClickBank? It's like VSLs, right? They create an angle, they create the physical product, or it's information product, and they sell it like through words, right? So if you understand how to learn how to like position your product and how to communicate the value of your product through words, then it's the biggest like competitive advantage that you can have. So Barbara, please, my man, please drop your like IG here, so I know it's came from you, because I'm getting just like a lot of DMs. Just want to make sure I help you out. Bob is asking, what's your Discord? Wants to add you as well. Yeah, my man, let's get you back on track. Okay. So will taking products that are successful in another country and testing them in your own country work? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've seen it a lot. People taking products from US market to European markets, absolutely crushing it, destroying it. Even in South America, taking products from US markets, selling them in South America works very well. Sometimes taking products from Europe that are specifically, unique for Europe, and then testing them in the US market works as well, but it's mostly like from US to other markets, because US is usually like few years ahead of the trends, and usually it's like the best kind of country to copy stuff from. Guys, I have to drop off. These are amazing questions. I appreciate so much the questions that you dropped, and would love to help you with all these things. So please send me DM on Instagram. I will help you out, and yeah, we'll just send you some resources. I have lots of resources. Also, like, yeah, all the resources we have, we're currently updating them as well, like with some new sauce that's working right now, and just to help you guys the best that we can with, you know, free resources and free materials, and just get you do some numbers, get you skill. Yeah, I appreciate it so much for awesome questions. This has been amazingly fulfilling, and grateful for all the questions, grateful for your time. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you soon. Next week we'll be back to it, and we'll be helping you guys dial in farther. So yeah, see you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you have any questions, just hit me up on Instagram. You need any help from my team, anything, just hit me up there, and I'll see you guys next